Floyd, the Republican nominee for House District 163. Full election results, newstalkkzrg.com. Your news is a service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Turn that unwanted jewelry, gold or silver, into quick cash. Cut out the middleman and sell it direct to the refinery for top dollar at Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
We'll see sunshine today with highs in the low 90s. Mostly clear skies tonight, lows in the mid-60s. Sunshine in 92 for Thursday. Cooler on Friday. We'll see more sunshine with a high near 83.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
64 in Diamond, 61 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Tyler from Chanute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Tyler. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, then just go to the Morning KIX page on the KIX website and press the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
You still have time to go get signed up to win those Jaws Tournament with Tracy Lawrence tickets.
All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025, and we're going to find out who the winner is in just 19 minutes.
Here's Chase Matthew.
Where?
Right here.
I don't see him.
It's Chase Matthew right here.
I don't. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
KIX 102.5. Where?
Don't do the fart sound.
How do we know it is? Oh, we do.
That's how.
Yeah. Still the fart sound.
Yep. Good morning.
3 days with the fart sound, guys. One day.
Good morning, Megan. Morning,
We're just
Christy.
not feeling it today, guys. So sorry. I wanted to try. I said it in my head, and I'm like, hey, that might work. And it didn't work, guys. Should have known.
Thank you for the gift, Megan. Thank you for the gift, Christy. Morning, Jimmy.
I am
Morning,
sore
Thomas.
right here. I don't know why. My
Working
wife
out?
always gets sore like 2 days after we work out. I'm thinking mine might be
You're alive.
Congratulations,
Good.
Thomas. Can we all go back to bed? Can we
Can
try
we?
this tomorrow, maybe? Again?
Sounds good to
Well,
me.
it's been moving in the heat. Still settling in. 5 boxes to go through. What you said yesterday? Did you not go through any boxes yesterday?
Why don't you refresh the chat? That is from yesterday.
I swear.
I think you did not. Thank you for sharing the live, Megan. Morning, Floyd. Well, now Floyd's message is going to go away.
Sorry, Floyd. Morning.
Wow.
Blink. And it's gone.
I want to figure out how to get the little things to pop up on our screen as we're live.
Meaning.
There's a
little
way to do it. I don't know.
What
I've seen
little
other live creators have like little GIFs pop up on their video while they're talking. They push a button and it's like, thanks
That's
for checking out my live. I want to figure out how to use those. Are we able to do that though? Thomas says he can do it when he goes live. It's got to be a way to do it.
no sound detected.
Morning, Gary Crow.
Says no sound
Okay.
detected.
Ad source.
So here you
Oh, we lost our chat window. Morning, Shalala. I didn't think we could get it to work. Yeah.
Done from
Over there.
this. So
Colin Klein, Kentucky.
I feel like that's a TikTok thing. I don't know how much value there is for that for the viewers.
Colin Klein, I know, it spells his name with a K.
But who does what?
Colin Klein from K-State.
Who's
One of the-
Colin Klein?
He was one of the best quarterbacks at University of Eversaw.
Oh,
Oh, he does Thomas tours. Very original.
Thomas Tours. Oh, that sounds a lot like Thomas the Train. Ah!
Oh. Morning, Kevin. Thanks for joining from our short videos. Glad to have you. Yeah.
Is that where he was?
It says Kevin joined from one of your short videos. Thank you for liking the live, Megan.
My stomach is like conducting a concert over here. It has been
It's
all morning.
loud. I can hear it
She
all
can
the way
hear
over
it way
here.
over there. It's just constantly.
It just wants to make sure that you're aware that it exists.
The reason it's doing this, there it goes.
Mhm.
The reason that it's doing this is because the diet that I'm on. The only thing sweet that's the one thing that I miss on this is I get to craving sweets
Mhm.
of some sort, especially after. No, what? It's not hungry, Laverne. It is not hungry. Not what it's saying, Sheila. Hear that?
Yes.
Can you guys hear that?
Loud.
But anyway, no, Thomas. Let's not get her involved with this. In fact, their management's beginning to question how much food we're getting. They're like, I don't know. We don't know if this is a good idea. So we're going to have to temper that. Anyway, the only thing sweet that I can really eat in conjunction with my diet is this ice cream made by a company called Rebel. You might have seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Rebel ice cream uses only proteins and animal fats and things like that. There's no vegetable content in their ice cream. So it's dairy, it's proteins, but for
Here we go.
Shut up. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 708.
Not too shabby today. Sunshine highs in the low 90s. It's 62 in Joplin.
What do you got against shabby?
Well, nothing
Some
against shabby.
people
I'm just
can't
saying.
afford your highfalutin weather, and all they can afford is shabby weather.
Well, the weather is free, so thank goodness we can all afford it.
Somebody pays, Jen. Somebody pays.
Do you pay?
I am right now. We'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast in just 15 minutes.
But the KIX Summer Ticket Shootout continues. We've got your chance to win tickets to go see Josh Turner with Tracy Lawrence.
And all you have to do to get signed up, this is really easy. Text the word tickets to 623-1025.
And do it like right now because we're going to find out the winner in just 11 minutes.
Guess who got drunk last night?
Eli Young Band.
On KIX 102.5. So anyway, the problem is the ice cream all that ice cream, it has a sweetener in it. I think it's like the same stuff in stevia.
It's erythritol and chicory root fiber. I looked it up.
Whatever that is, that does not sit well because anytime I've ever tried to eat anything with stevia in it, this happens. Yeah, so I've got to quit eating that ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deal with this. So
You don't
it
like
doesn't
the symphony
hurt.
going on this morning?
Huh?
You don't like the symphony? Do you hear that?
Can you hear that?
It was loud.
I am not hungry. I am not.
You got to text more
Thomas,
tickets to the number, though.
Text.
Thomas?
Follow the
Goose.
instructions.
Oh, my gosh. We just need
not-
to mic up your stomach all morning.
Yeah, we ought to put a mic down.
Oh, that's what Thomas said. Put a mic. Okay, everyone be quiet. Turn the music down. Where am I hearing it from? Your headphones? Okay. Did you hear it?
Hear it?
Listen, listen. It doesn't
Go
do
on.
anything. Oh, come on, it was just doing it.
So stupid. You disappoint me so much.
It's having performance anxiety.
Hey, did it. Look at Woody. He's like, what is happening right now? Shut up, Woody. Shut up. Listen. It's not the first time I've looked down and said that.
It's like listening to the ice cream baby.
Okay, so never mind. Apparently, I don't have any stomach issues then. Fine. Fine. Now it's going to go crazy. You watch. Yeah. We were trying to capture the sound of my stomach growling, Woody. Not because I'm hungry.
Because he has a baby.
What? Can you hear the heartbeat? Dang, baby. So, yeah, it's a sonogram of my gastrointestinal issues. And it has been over here just going.
It's been noisy all morning until you put the mic up to it.
There it just went.
It's performance anxiety, I'm telling you.
You can't anticipate it. You don't know when stuff's gonna move.
What a gross way to phrase that. What was the word
How
you
many
used?
of you men have looked down and said, what, do you have performance anxiety? Before.
Thank you for the gift, Christy.
Morning up for good. Okay.
My eyeball is just really feeling things.
Oh, the bottom. Hey, Ashley, what's going on?
Getting ready for work.
How far along are you? I don't mean like
What a-
I don't mean like
what a
pregnant.
weird question
Okay,
to ask
I
someone.
heard it as I said it, all right? I don't mean like with the baby. But, while we're talking about it. All right. So how far along are you on getting ready? You don't have your face on yet?
Yes, I do.
That is also a weird phrase, though.
You have your face on, yeah.
As if it's just like laying off to the side and just whoop.
But aren't you glad we're on the phone right now?
That's true. Aren't
Yeah.
you glad we're on the radio?
You know why we're on the phone on the radio, don't you, Ashley? Hey, wait a minute. Do you have your pants on at least? Okay.
Okay, Randy, tell me the good news.
Pretty much this conversation is me calling Ashley going, hey, what you wearing right now? It is.
We're calling to tell you you have one ticket to go see Josh Turner with Tracy Lawrence. Woo!
Yeah, you're going to be going to see him at the Black Oak Amphitheater on August 16th.
Tell us who's the Forza's number one for country.
All right, Ashley. That was kind of random, wasn't it?
Let's see.
Threw you off. I'm laying over here on the floor now.
All right, Caitlin, I just need your...
Caitlin? This is Ashley.
Is it really?
Yeah. Caitlin? Who are you calling? Did I call the wrong person? Sorry, Ashley, but thanks. We're going to use your voice on the air. No, I'm kidding. Ashley? No. Wait a minute. Oh, my gosh. Jen, Ashley, you won in the last 30 days, didn't you?
Hold on. Let me double check.
Double check that. Can we throw this page
Yep.
away? Okay, good.
All right. Let me double check here.
If you'll go ahead and try to put her name in, it'll tell you.
She won Luke Bryan 20 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That won't let you win then. That's all right, Ashley. Thanks for being such a good sport. That was a great call. Yeah. We'll catch you later. Bye. Hey, yeah, there's a page with like 1 million names on it, and she hands it to me. So I just grab it and look at the one down at the bottom that's not marked off. Next. Same thing. Same exact thing. Let's see. Got your face on, pants on. Are you pregnant? What you wearing right now? What? Who is this? Caitlin, are you driving right now? I thought
my
so. Oh, is there other people in
gosh.
the vehicle with you? Is that why you're warning us? Are there other people in the vehicle with you? Is that why you're warning us? Oh, it's just okay.
I thought you were going to say, okay, Randy, you got to behave then.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. Conduct yourself accordingly. You're on speaker. Are you on your way to work? Well, man, that sucks. I'm sorry. What? One more day and then you quit? Oh, that would be a weird way to do that.
That
over
would
the
be
radio,
a very weird
wouldn't
way.
it?
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Caitlin's quitting. No, she is not quitting. We called. I'm sure you're wondering why.
Well, you have one tickets to go see Josh Turner with Tracy Lawrence.
Congratulations, Caitlin. They're going to be at the Black Oak Amphitheater on August 16th.
Still season 4 stays #1 for country.
All right, Caitlin, we got to get a little more information from you.
All right. All I need from you, Caitlin, is your street address, please. All right. It looks like we've got everything else that we need for you. We're going to email you these tickets either at the end of this week or early next week from national@zrimarketing.com, okay? Thank you, Caitlin. Congratulations.
Bye.
That thing where my screen goes black, it did it again. Fine.
Trying to get this done in 2 minutes. This is going to be a lot more challenging.
Yeah, I know.
Is what? Now you do it. I want an answer. I ask a question. Jeez. It's hard to make that. I'm like, I finally give up. Because she's on speaker. I mean, she is driving. Quit your job, stay home, and wait by the phone for us to call. That's the way this works. Everybody knows that. Try one more. But that doesn't always work with calls.
We got 15 seconds. Is that ready? Morning, Floyd. Morning, Kinda.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country morning kicks with Randy and Jen, 721.
We'll see sunshine today with highs right around 90. It's 62 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But we've been getting you signed up to win concert tickets.
To go see Josh Turner and Tracy Lawrence at the Black Oak Amp.
And all you had to do was text the word ticket. So out of all of these, what are we supposed to do now? Do we we stir them in a bowl?
No.
And then we take one out. We don't.
We could do it that way, but the system will just pick our winner for us.
The system.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
system.
I ain't down with the system.
No, it's not.
I ain't
It's
down
the computer
with the
system.
system.
They'll do it for us.
You know, so you like my rap hands?
Yeah,
tonight?
I don't know what are you doing with your hands?
Rap hands.
Are you trying to
down,
pet the
down
air?
with the system. You
Smushing
get
something
down.
down. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
it's
call our
time
winner,
to call
shall we?
our winner.
Here's the number. Ready?
I can't read that.
What's wrong with my handwriting? It's beautiful.
I can't read that.
Why not?
It's in
English,
Himalayan,
numerics.
ancient Sumerian text, Sanskrit.
Randy,
I can't
Randy, the
read
number's
that.
right here. Yes, you can.
All right, fine. I'll
Unless
dial.
you can't read,
I
you're
will dial
illegitimate.
what I know who my parents are, Jen. Is this a
Yeah.
7 or an L?
7.
Looks more like that's a J. I don't know.
See, you did it.
It's ringing. You dial the right number of numbers, it's going to ring. They're not going to answer, though.
Hello,
Who is this?
Caitlin.
Are you driving right now?
You're on speaker.
I
Oh
thought
my
so. Oh, is there other
gosh.
people in the vehicle with you? Is that why you're warning us?
No, there's not.
I thought you were going to say, okay, Randy, you got to behave then.
Yeah. Conduct yourself accordingly. You're on speaker. Are you on your way to work?
Yes, one more day.
One more day and then you quit?
No.
That would be a weird way to do that
That
over
would
the
be
radio.
a very weird way. Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah, she is not quitting. We called. I'm sure you're wondering why.
I think I know.
Well, you have 1 tickets to go see Josh Turner with Tracy Lawrence.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, Caitlin. They're going to be at the Black Oak Amphitheater on August 16th.
Thank you.
Tell Season 4 stays number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
That was like pulling teeth.
Woo!
Very difficult.
That was a
and
thing.
Just had to keep right at it.
Mhm. Hey, Pam Costi, I see you liking the live on Facebook. Come say hi. That was between the eyes
know.
even.
I aimed that.
Wow. See what I have to put up with?
Oh, I have a credit available for Audible. Now, if they only had something worth listening
So
to.
sad. The things I am subjected to.
Favorite authors
Over
have
here just
decided
doing my
to take
best.
the summer off, I
trying
guess. So it's back to school
Never
shopping
enough.
season. Is it this weekend is the tax-free weekend?
Mhm.
I thought so, yeah. This weekend is the tax-free weekend in the 4 states. That includes Joplin. I mean, they started doing that a couple of years ago in Joplin. It's so stupid because they never participated in it up to that point.
Have a good one, Shalala.
So
See
you
later.
can save probably.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Dorinda says it was last weekend.
What?
Was it really?
She's in another world.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. She's right. Wait, no? Yep, it was last weekend. Yeah.
First Friday in August through the following Sunday. Yeah. So it was last weekend. So never mind. You missed out on that. So let's reset this. Since the tax-free weekend was this last weekend, a lot of you have been shopping, getting ready for back to school. And if you think you missed out on all the bargains, well, the evil mastermind and evil genius Jeff Bezos has another thing coming.
Got another thing coming.
My mom used to say another think coming, and I was like, I don't think I do. I think I've used up everything I had ready for today.
All of my thinks have been used, actually.
My thinks. There are no more thinks going on. It's a lot of just silence right
Hi, Major. He's paying attention now.
now. Okay.
Before it was just.
Over here in the background.
What'd you just do to your mic?
Picked off one of the crumbles. Got Mike Fluff crumbles.
Was it because you rubbed it on your armpit about 20 times yesterday?
Probably.
And then you rubbed it on your beard?
You can't really tell that. I mean, definitely not in the video because I don't rub it on the armpit in the video, but I'm trying to get it to do it again. I'm waiting. Of course. Oh. It is conversing its way through the system. System? You didn't get that at all, I don't guess. Rage Against the Machine. Are you down with the system?
No. I not get that.
You don't know that song? Seriously? How do you not know that song?
I don't know.
You know who Rage with?
Rage Against the Machine? Yes.
That's what I mean.
Rage with the Machine? Do you know who Rage Against the Machine is?
I was thinking.
Morning, Chris.
with the system.
Morning, Cap. Thank you for liking the live, Major.
Mark. I always get that in disturbed.
Down with the sickness.
Yeah, right, Floyd? Morning, Diane.
Morning, Nikki. She's over on Facebook today.
Well, good morning, Nikki.
Machine System Rage.
A lot of that.
What are you doing over there, Nikki?
Did you realize that for the first time in 44 years, since 1980, this is the first presidential election that will not feature someone with the name Bush, Clinton, or Biden on the ticket?
Wow. No, I did not realize that. Where did everything go? Such a good song.
And Kamala Harris announced her vice presidential nominee yesterday. It was a strategic choice meant to lure voters who were concerned about Biden but still wanted to vote for an old white guy. So she got all that covered.
Put that there. Oh, can you go get rid of our Twitch spammer when you get a chance, please? Morning, Nikki. Welcome to TikTok. Oh my gosh.
I'm going through this thing where I'm bumping everything I go by. Last night in the process of walking from the living room into the kitchen to put my plate up,
Mm-hmm.
I bumped the chair in the dining room, and then I went around, into the kitchen, put my stuff in the sink, turned around, and bumped an open cabinet door with the other elbow. And then as I come around the corner, I just did it again. I bumped my right knee on the corner of the cabinet. And then as I went through, I bumped the table. 6 things I bumped on my way there and back. And I'm like, this is stupid. What is happening? When did I turn? And the morning before, as I got into the shower, we have these dispensers that hold our shower gel and
Right.
shampoo and all that are on there. I hit one of those and knocked it completely off the shower. I mean, conditioner or shampoo
You mean
everywhere.
Gina's shampoo?
Yeah. Well, no, mine.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Did you know?
Put you in bubble wrap, Megan says.
Poor Jeff Bezos. He is really
Poor
up a
Jeff
creek.
Bezos?
Yeah, that's
Really?
the aspect we need to take on this. As a result of Monday's stock market rout, he lost $8 billion
That's
in
a lot of
one
money.
day. In one day.
That's got to make you wonder, how much money does he have, though, that he can lose that much?
Yeah. He was depressed about it, and that's why he thinks everybody needs to do all of their back-to-school shopping on it.
Okay.
$8 billion in one day. That's the inverted pyramid cap.
Thomas goes, wah.
Wah. Well, he can't build a base on the moon
Put him down with the rest of us.
if he doesn't have that money.
Fly me to the moon. Right. Morning, Harry. A lot of OGs stopping by the Facebook Live today. Morning, Sherry.
Right turn, Clyde. We need to put that on the list, I think, Thomas, for her to watch.
What is that?
That's from Any Which Way But Loose.
I don't know.
Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh,
I've
boy.
never seen it.
Which
I have
era
never
Clint
seen
Eastwood? Is it like
70s.
Western?
No. It's. What is the movie about anyway, Thomas? Let me look up.
Morning, Anna.
A tough trucker with a cheeky pet orangutan.
What?
Philo Beto, Clint Eastwood's character, moonlights as a fighter with his close friend Orville Boggs, setting up matches for him.
Orville
When Philo
Redenbacher.
begins dating country singer Lynn Halsey Taylor, she abruptly disappears. He goes off in search of her with his simian companion and Orville in tow. On their cross-country trek, Philo and friends repeatedly clash with bikers, leading up to a violent showdown.
Ooh.
That's Any Which Way But Loose. There's Any Which Way You Can. Any Which Way You Can? No, Every Which Way But Loose. And then Any Which Way You Can. Okay.
Morning, Oakley. Did someone say popcorn brand? Pulling out Randy's middle names today.
I think the orangutan was the star of that show.
Thomas says, don't forget Grandma.
I almost did. What? What?
Don't forget Grandma. You know?
I've never seen the movie. I've never watched it.
Really?
I don't know any references from it.
When does the new Beetlejuice movie come out?
Is it this month or next month? I think it's next month.
It's soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beans has already said she wants to watch it.
Oh my gosh, Thomas! What? Because I've not seen that? I'm not that old.
Whoa!
I remember the references to it. It was a huge movie back in the whenevers. Back in the whenevers.
The Whenevers? Do you know the wins?
No.
September 6th for Beetlejuice. Thank you. So, like, almost a month to the day. 10 seconds. You ready?
KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 735.
Beautiful today with sunshine, a high near 90. It's 62 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at four states, news and weather in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear about the time that your kids got their hands stuck somewhere.
I was telling you the story about my youngest daughter who reached into an air conditioner vent to get a toy car out. And she could reach the car, but she couldn't get her hand out holding the car.
Right.
And so she was stuck there until I made her let go of the car. And then ridiculous. But it was a whole hour and a half thing.
So tell us about the time that your kids got their hands stuck somewhere at 623-1025.
Because let's be honest, won't you be glad when they go back to school?
A little
in the
bit,
next
yes.
week or
I think
so?
every parent is going to be glad.
Yeah, you know who else is glad that the kids are going back to school?
Well, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, evil genius Jeff Bezos. Did you know that as a result of Monday's stock market rout, you think your 401k took a dump? His whole stock portfolio lost $8 billion
$8 billion?
in one day.
Oh, my gosh. How much money does the guy have that he can lose $8 billion?
$8 billion and $1.
Oh, okay.
No, he was depressed about it. That's why he's hoping that everybody will rally around him with their back-to-school shopping and do it all on Amazon this year.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bezos. You know, it's almost back to school time for all your mini-me's. Yeah. Which means back to school shopping. You know, long lines, endless quests for the 2.5-inch binder. Oh, but here's an idea. Skip the stores and buy everything you need on Amazon. Oh, sure, you all think I'm evil until you realize I made your insolent lives easier. Do you really want to spend a beautiful day in Target wandering empty aisles? Or just open your laptop for, 20 minutes from your couch? You're welcome. I made stores inconsequential. If you want to go to stores for nostalgic reasons, just remember there's nothing quite as pathetic as an aging hipster. Now, personally, I don't care if your kids get good grades or not, as they inevitably will all end up working for me.
Morning, Sarah. Good morning, Pam. Pam Costley, how you doing? Morning, Tyler. Yeah, when you mentioned Bush and Clinton, a little white bubble apparently popped up asking people if they wanted to learn more about the election.
No, we do not. Stop it. Especially not from Chinese influencers.
It's going to be a pretty nice day today. Finally, it's not going to feel like 100 degrees.
Oh, okay. There are TikTok effects. Is this what you were talking about? Look on your TikTok screen there where it says create TikTok effect, get a reward. Lower left-hand corner, yellow circle.
Click on this thing. This little arrow thing. See? Oh my gosh, what did you do? Oh, you got to download for Windows. Thomas says, y'all are making me feel old. Don't
You
worry,
are
he's
Pam's
right there with you.
beautiful lady. This is weird, Pam. Don't be weird in public.
Sitting outside watching the hummingbirds and little yellow finches and the chickadees.
We've got hummingbirds now.
We had a hummingbird like 2 days ago. I was so
Did not.
excited. It
I
was
did.
so cool.
I did. They're all over the mimosa right
There's more than one hummingbird in
now. No, there is
existence.
not. There's only one
They can
that's
see
in
all
my
of
house.
us. No. If it's not Girl Scout cookies, we don't want it or info on it. Girl Scout cookies.
Are you going to eat them, Pam?
Always picking on Pam.
Yeah. What has she ever done to all those children that are missing to deserve it?
Morning, Dragon Man.
So the food situation at the Olympics continues. Olympians are finding worms in their food.
No.
Yes.
On
Adam,
purpose?
Adam Peaty, who won the 100-meter breaststroke, he ripped organizers for pledging to make 60% of the meals meat-free in a sustainability push. He said, I want to eat meat. I need meat to perform. I like my fish, and people are finding worms in the fish. Very dangerous. There are some worms that can actually kill you.
Worms in the
Parasitic
fish?
worms,
Oh, that's
yeah.
gross.
The standard, we're looking at the best of the best in the world and not being fed the best. But monsieur, these are our finest worms.
Oh, gross. No.
How do you think they catch fish in France? Same way you catch one in a pond in America, a worm on a hook. No, these aren't the kind they're talking. And there's some question they were talking about yesterday or during the pole vault section of the track and field.
Yeah.
And the commentators were like, how do you think they carry their poles? Because they're not assembled. They're all one piece.
Yeah.
So there's a question, how do they fly over with their poles? And nobody knew. So the most stressful part for them is figuring out how to transport those to and from competition, because they have to travel with 6 to 10 of those fiberglass or carbon fiber poles that cost up to $1,000 a piece.
How long are they?
14 to 17 feet.
Oh, wow.
So they carry them in long bags that resemble what a giant might use to hold his skis.
Yeah, of course.
And United and JetBlue have stopped accepting poles on flights. They will not allow them. Air France will only take 2 sets of poles on one flight. Shut up. And that means if 3 pole
He was
vaulters
talking to his stomach, by the way.
book the same Air France flight, one's out of luck and has to wait till another flight or can't take their poles aboard.
So they all had to stagger their
Yeah.
trips to Paris.
U.S. pole vaulter Bryn King said he once booked an Air Canada flight from Toronto to Portland only after verifying that they would take her poles as checked luggage. And when King and her coach Jen Sur went back in to check at the Air Canada desk, the agent insisted the poles were too big to fit on her flight. Then another agent tried to charge her for each of the poles individually rather than a bulk rate.
Wow.
And her coach stepped up and demanded to speak to Air Canada's highest ranking executive on the premises. That person eventually okayed their poles for the transport.
Tabitha says that her hummingbird comes back every year.
Still
That's cool. It's the
hoping,
same one.
hoping for improvement or looking for some.
No, because it likes Tabitha and it likes her home and whatever her yard has to offer.
They were talking, I also heard yesterday, they were talking about the massive amount of debt that some of the competitors accrue just to be able to compete as a competitor. The Olympic wrestler guy from 2002, he's getting a lot of talk because he just paid off his $70,000 in debt. Took him 20-some years, 22 years, to be able to pay off that debt that he accrued competing in the Olympics as a wrestler. Some of them get a lot of money, I mean, all the basketball players are making quite a bit, and Simone Biles gets all these endorsement deals. But the Philippines, they have it down. There's a Filipino gymnast, Carlos Yulo, that won 2 gold medals for the floor event in the vault. And that's only the second and third gold medals that the Philippines has ever won. So
Ever?
his
Or just
reward
these games?
ever.
Yeah.
So he gets 10 million pesos, which is 173,000 US dollars.
Cool.
A 414,000 3-bedroom condo, a voucher worth approximately $20,000 at a department store, unlimited entry at a local buffet chain, a lifetime supply of ramen, and unlimited colonoscopies and gastroenterology
What?
consultations.
What? Really?
Yeah, they're going to, as many times as you want.
Really? Stop
As-
doing that with your finger.
So he gets, you could say he gets a big payoff in the end.
Thomas says, drink some coffee, Randy.
I am. And other sports news. Did you hear about Pitbull's deal?
No.
So the rapper Pitbull has purchased the Florida International University stadium, the football stadium down there. It's now going to be called Pitbull Stadium.
Nice.
So he's agreed to donate $1.2 million every year for the next 5 years, with the option to renew the naming rights and the sponsorship agreement for an additional 5 years. And it's now Pitbull Stadium. So when they play football there, when they do sports coverage, live from Pitbull Stadium, all of that. He also gets to host 10 events rent-free at the stadium per year, including concerts and birthday parties.
Ooh. Pam Cossie sent me a video. Oh, look at the hummingbirds.
There are some weird stadiums from around the country named. I mean, there's Guaranteed Rate Field. That's where the Chicago White Sox play. The New Orleans Pelicans play at the Smoothie King Center. The Phoenix Suns. This one's one of the weirdest ones. Talking Stick Resort Arena.
That's cool.
KFC Yum Center. That's for Louisville baseball.
Yum.
The Tony Macaroni Arena.
That's the one.
That's the Scottish Football Club in Livingston. Mendel-Horst Jungle, home of the Castleford Tiger Rugby League Football Club. There's Hunky Dory's Park.
Hunky Dory.
Yeah, the Hunky Dory snack chip. That's in Ireland. And then there's the Dr. Y.S. Raja Sekhara Reddy ACA
We gotta go.
BDCA Cricket Stadium in India.
I don't know what you just said.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today with highs right around 90. It is 62 in Joplin. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 13 minutes. Also, in the next hour, we want to hear about the time that your kids got their hands stuck in something. Because let's face it, kids are they're kind of prone to these kind of things, and they're also the right size for these kinds of things. So tell us about the time that your kids got their hands stuck in something at 623-1025. You can also tell us on Facebook.
And it is back to school season. I mean, everybody's been doing their back to school shopping. They just had the tax-free weekend last weekend. So for everybody that is still undergoing the back to school shopping, this is for you.
I thought it was a bit. I had no idea it was a song.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Good. What's the weirdest place your kids have ever gotten their hands stuck? Uh-huh. We can barely hear you. Are you on? Wait a minute. Are you on speakerphone? We can barely hear you. What? What?
Oh.
Okay, because I
okay,
was wondering
yeah.
what kind of parent has a Chinese finger trap on their bedroom door. Yeah, you lay down and go sleep, Billy. You know, I have a feeling you're going to be going behind him for many, many years. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, because he's
Oh,
so
good for
curious.
him. But he's going somewhere.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift, Megan. I got my head stuck in the stair railing. My mom had to use butter to get my head out.
That's great.
The boy got his leg stuck once in the crib. Like he stuck his leg between the railings.
Candace got her head stuck in the crib railings. I don't know how she got between them because they were only like this far apart. I had to pull them apart as hard as I could while her mother pushed her head back. She just not upset, not screaming. I went in to check on her, and there she was, looking up at me, and she just grinned at me, and I'm like, "What in the world?"
Morning, Kathy. Today is your anniversary, Sarah. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. How many years? $25 years. Sarah, good for you. What's the secret? How did Kyle and I get to 25? Laughter. I told Kyle once that he was the funniest guy I'd ever met. And that someone was going to be lucky enough to get to laugh with him for the rest of their lives, and I wanted it to be me. So I can agree with that one. I understand that one. They would have been 43. A long time, Jimmy. That's a lot of love. Married 42 years doesn't seem that long, and we don't fight. That's amazing, guys. Jason makes me laugh. Never a dull moment. You got to be able to have fun with the person that you're with forever, I think. What's up?
You know why it's so hard to keep people with acne in prison?
Why?
Because they keep breaking out.
Ha 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 ha. Hold on. Pam sent me an even closer video of the hummingbirds. Ooh, look at the cattle. actually got him to be still. How do you keep like the wasps and things out of the hummingbird feeder? At least when we lived in Manhattan, we used to have a hummingbird feeder, and that was one of the big issues we ran into.
Squirrels is a big one for my neighbor. They have one, and the squirrels insane.
Yeah.
And he has even tried putting. So they've got it on a pole. It's a little house-looking thing that they fill up with that liquid, and the squirrels go up there and drink out of that. And so he put like cooking shortening or lard on the pole to grease it up. And it was the most hilarious thing. The squirrel would climb up and get up about 2 feet and then go, "Ew," and then climb back. "Ew." Eventually, it got to where it could get up there in spite of that.
We had a bird feeder at one point too, and the squirrels would bully the birds off it every time. Yeah. I remember when we first brought her on, and that was one of their things. Oh yeah, she has all this stuff on social. She has stuff on her own personal social media, not the Nights with Elena one. Her Elena D. Smith one is the one that she does a lot of stuff on. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. D. Yeah, Elena D. Smith. And she's got a story up right now. I don't know about Facebook, but on Instagram, her story. Let's see. She posted this in her story. It said, "Oh, you won a gold medal at the Olympics? My watch just congratulated me for standing up." She is short. Got it, Pam. Thank you. My squirrels don't bother the feeders. They're busy with the peanuts I buy for them. Maybe that's what we need to do then, is just buy them their own separate thing. My squirrels don't bother mine or my bird feeders. Height challenge, not short, sorry. That was insensitive of me. All right. Are we doing a TikTok today? Gotta find us a good one to do. If you guys have any TikToks you want to see us do, you're always welcome to send them our way. Stop that, Ryan Reynolds. Oh gosh, we have a podcast today, don't we? We have one on here. Did we do one on Friday? No, because you left early. So the one that's there needs to go here. There's honey. And this needs to go here.
Did anybody go vote yesterday? I'd kind of forgotten about it until yesterday evening. My wife said she was going to vote, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's today, isn't it?
Five seconds. Here you go. 10 seconds. We'll see sunshine today with highs in the low 90s. Mostly clear skies tonight with lows in the mid 60s. Sunshine 92 for Thursday. Mostly sunny and 83 for Friday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
66 in Quapaw, 65 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
All right, since it's back to school season and you're ready for the kids to go somewhere besides your house, we're talking today about the time they got their hand stuck somewhere.
You can call or text and tell us your story, 417-623-1025.
Doesn't have to be their hands either. It could be their feet, their fingers, their head, whatever.
Kids are just the right shape for getting stuck in things.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Luke Combs.
On KIX 102.5. So there's a Reddit topic that's called "My Parents Thought This Was Normal." And some of these are kind of neat. Keeping batteries in the refrigerator.
Oh, is that a thing?
It was for this one person. I don't think it is for anyone else.
I've never heard of that before.
Being compelled to answer the phone if it rings. You had to answer it at our house, this lady says.
Yeah, you had to answer to my house. We always had to answer the same. Fox residence, this is Jen speaking. Like we were
Really?
an office or something. Yes, every time.
That's
Every
weird. This one was, she's your sister. You have to love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a rule. Just getting a job by walking in anywhere. They thought wherever you needed work. My dad continues suggesting just showing up to an office and don't leave until they let you talk to a manager and hand them your resume yourself. Not how it works anymore.
Mhm.
It worked for me. It has worked for me multiple times.
Yeah.
This was the thing for my parents, too, stopping by someone's house for a visit unannounced.
Oh, gosh, don't do that.
My parents used to do that all the time. My dad was a preacher.
Yeah.
So, and I know they were like, clean up, hide this, hide that. You know, you could always tell. Well, sometimes there were awkward waits on the front porch while we were knocking on the door, and you could hear people there. Yeah.
Hurry, hide it, put it away.
In fact, as a kid, I can remember driving across country, stopping at my parents' friend's house for a night or two.
No.
just dropping by on a cross-country trip. Hey, Bill lives in Nebraska, and we would sleep on the floor, but still, a family of 4 of us freeloading off of these people. It was a tradition anytime we went on vacation to Colorado, to Montana, to California, anywhere. We would always go through Casey and stay with my dad's sister, and then we would always stay with friends in Nebraska.
Did they know?
I'm not sure. And it seemed like we always arrived while they were asleep. I can remember numerous times, and there used to be in the family photo albums pictures of us, and they take pictures of them when they came out. That was weird too. So like at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning or 2 in the morning, and unloading stuff out of the vehicle, to get ready and stuff as we're going in, and they're in their pajamas and everything, and there's pictures of us, with our Aunt Norma, and she's in her house coat, like this, and
why?
I do not know.
Why do
it
those
never
pictures
seemed
need to
weird
happen?
until now I'm realizing, oh my gosh, we were the awkward ones that they couldn't wait until they left.
You're like, oh, great. They're here. Oh, boy.
As another thing, forcing your kids to kiss and hug family members when they didn't want to.
No.
Go give your Aunt
Nope.
Novella a kiss. And Aunt Novella chewed snuff and had no teeth. And she was real scary, and she had chin hair and scared me to death all until I was, in my teenage years.
You had
and
an
I
actual
realized,
Aunt Novella?
Yeah. Her name was Novella. She was actually my dad's aunt, so not my
So your
aunt.
great aunt.
So my great aunt. But we would go by and see her, and they'd say, go give her a kiss. And my little brother would cry. He would cry and stuff. I would go up and let her kiss me on the cheek when I always had to wipe because she salivated really heavily, and it was always tobacco spit,
Delightful.
Great. Growing up,
Mhm.
this says we had a sock basket, and after every load came out of the dryer, the socks were just thrown into the basket. It was up to you to find 2 matching socks when you needed one.
Okay, yeah.
That it wasn't until I moved and started doing my own laundry that I started pairing socks and putting them in a drawer. You barbarian!
Hey, that you don't have to do all that. Put them in one central container.
No!
Find 2 that match.
No! That is
Or
barbaric.
At least similar in size.
That is barbaric.
That's what I did.
Take and you pair them up and you fold them over and you put them in the drawer. In fact, I have sections in my drawer.
I have different striped socks on right now.
Gee.
Where they're the same shape. And there's stripes if that really matters.
I'm going to start asking this on job interviews. Let me see your socks. What is your sock policy at your house? Because
just
this
socks.
this is indicative,
Who's
I
going to
think.
see my socks?
This is indicative, of
They're just
personal
socks.
excellence, I think, or a lack thereof.
Personal
A lack
excellence.
thereof. There's a total whole bunch of don't care going on at that house.
They're socks.
It's still,
Not like I'm wearing holy underpants or something. They're just socks.
maybe you are. We don't know. I cannot do that. I can't even black socks that are the same color but are different socks, different texture, different material. Can't do that.
No, see,
It
I don't
makes
do
me so
that.
upset.
I'm not crazy like that.
Yeah.
As long as they're the same shape.
Oh, there's your standard.
So if one's like fuzzy and thick and the other's thin, I'm not going to pair those up
Why not? Nobody's going to see them.
because the
It's
shape
socks.
is different. Because it feels different on your feet.
Yeah,
It's
that's
different.
still, I know.
The color, my feet can't tell the difference in color.
I just now realizing all of those times. I'll never forget. We stayed in Salina, Kansas, and we had to sit
mean
in there.
Salina?
Salina, yeah, that was Salina. My sister-in-law's name is Selena, so I always confuse that. It always seems like it's pronounced wrong in Kansas, and it's Kansas, so it probably is Selena. So we had to sit in their driveway for 3 hours till they got off work and could come let us in the house. So
Oh,
I remember sitting in the
awkward.
vehicle. Can we get out and play? KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:10.
Sunshine today, highs in the low 90s. It's 65 in Joplin.
We'll take a look at the forecast, tell you about the cooler temperatures coming this weekend in just 15 minutes.
But we're talking about the time that your kids got their hands stuck in something.
Or their head or their feet or whatever. Kids just do this. It's part of having kids. They're going to get stuck somewhere.
417-623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Ashley Cook.
on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So I guess Ashley McBride was in Cave Springs, Arkansas yesterday.
Performing or what was she doing?
No, there's nowhere to perform in Cave Spring, Arkansas. It's just south of Hardy, just south of we go through it every time when we go to Memphis. You go through there.
Oh.
So just south of Hardy, Arkansas, just south of Mammoth Spring, just south of actually it's just south of Ravenden Springs. You know where Ravenden is, right? It's got that big black crow there, statue right next to the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
You go right by it. It's like a stopping point. Even Greyhound stops
I've been
there.
to Memphis once.
Is that not enough?
Not enough for me to remember a statue.
Before you get to Hoxie, all that. It's
oh,
a little.
I don't even know what Hoxie is.
It's a town. So Cave Springs is a town of about 200 people, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 250. I don't know. I think they've got a couple of gas stations and a Dollar General. But it is known, that area, something in the acidity in the soil and all of the water that they have, it is known as the watermelon capital of the world.
Oh,
Cave
that's
City,
not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Cave City did I say Cave Springs? Cave City. Cave City watermelon are considered the best in the world, and I saw her put up a post yesterday, and she's holding one of those, and she's like, finally got to come here and get watermelon.
Megan says she's from south of Fayetteville.
Oh, well then she's not that far from that anyway.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that there was such a big watermelon community down there.
It's huge. I mean, they have thousands of acres that they grow around that area. But again, not very many people. I remember we used to go down there every summer and buy 3 or 4, do it 3 or 4 times a year because it wasn't that far away. Just like a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive from there.
Okay.
Well, it's just
I know
south
what
of there.
Thayer is.
So, when you hit the Arkansas border and you go through all the hills,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to Hardy and it just suddenly flattens out, that's right around Cave Springs.
Okay.
It's right at the point where things begin to flatten.
Arkansas peaches? I thought Georgia was the peach
Georgia's
community.
the peach. Yeah. When you come out of Florida, coming back from Florida, and you cross over into Georgia, if you go that way, then it's signs everywhere. Georgia peaches. Get your Georgia peaches. Don't miss your Georgia peaches. You've got to have your Georgia peaches. Roadside stands everywhere during the middle of the summer. My wife's like, I want a Georgia peach. And we got them, and I'm like, was it all that?
Colorado peaches are also very good.
Never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised they can grow them.
Megan says Arkansas peaches are so much juicier.
So the problem with growing peaches, apricots, or any of those particular fur-bearing fruit is that they bud in April. Actually, they bud in late March. And if you have a frost come after they bud, then it kills off everything. You have no crop. And I can't imagine, maybe in southern Colorado they could grow some because they have frosts all the way up until mid to late April in Colorado. We used to struggle with that. I remember putting stupid tarps over the stupid peach trees when I was a kid. It's going to frost. We got to cover the fruit trees.
Mm-hmm. I like this song. Sounds like the radio from Zach Top. Oh, did you see what Megan said about our Twisted Takes Tuesday?
No.
Said it was a bit too twisted.
Yeah, it was. It was twisted. 100%.
Morning, Amy. It was something, all right. Better for worse.
So while we were on vacation, we went to Wildcat Glades. I just saw a post made me think about this. And we went the back way that, we didn't go all the way up the bluffs and everything, but we went that back way down to where the water access is. And there were these, they're called resurrection lilies growing there. you ever seen these? They're native, and they look like they would come from South America or something. They're gorgeous. And I tried to go in and dig one up, and they're part of this massive root ball system. So I realized I'm going to have to take like a saw
Oh, those are pretty.
and cut off. Yeah, and they're native here. And then I look over in my neighbor's yard, and they've got like 100 of them I've never noticed before.
We're going to take and plant them at your house?
Yeah, they're native, so they like grow on their own.
Ooh, Megan says she's getting 2 peach trees sometime in the future.
Well, have fun with that.
Megan's going to be bringing us peaches.
Nothing else, they make really great stropping material for spanking your kids with. I understand.
I heard that one.
Stupid.
You ready?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, age 17.
We'll see sunshine today with a high of 90. It's 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes.
But we're talking about the time that your kids got their hands. I mean, it doesn't have to be their hands, but they got a body part stuck in something.
623-1025 to text or tell us your stories, or you can tell us on Facebook.
Hi, Morning Cakes. What did your kiddo get their body part stuck in?
And a pool table.
How did this happen?
Her dad was watching her, and it was taco night at the bar.
Wait!
And so he was always getting whenever they would scratch, she would get the white ball.
Uh-huh.
And so she saw a colored one go in, and she put her hand in there, and they couldn't get her hand out.
I think we need to back up there for a second and say,
Okay.
Number one, her dad was quote unquote watching her.
that's number 1. And then number 2, it was taco night at the bar.
Right. And she ate 8 of them.
Kids got to eat somehow, right?
What did your kid get their hand stuck in?
Well, actually, it wasn't one of my kids. It was my wife before we got married. And
Wait a second. Can you tell the story on the radio?
she was going out to check on a horse, and they had a post hole that they dug, and she didn't know it was there. Her leg went in it, and she was all the way up to her butt down in it and fell over forward on her face and was out there for about 20 minutes before anybody found her.
Oh,
She couldn't get
no.
out?
It took 2 of us to pull her out.
Big old girl.
What did you get stuck or your kids get stuck in what?
My oldest daughter, when she was about 2, I had this coffee table. And you know how they'll have the shelf on the bottom, the little space in between?
Uh-huh.
She crawls in there, okay? She pushed all the books out, crawls in there, totally gets stuck. I hear her screaming.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Mom, I can't get out. She's just young enough that she doesn't realize that she has to lay flat, okay? So she's got her butt stuck in the air. And she's stuck, and she's flailing helplessly.
How'd you get her out?
I had to stick my hand in there and get her to lay her butt down. And slowly pull her out a little bit at a time while she yelled, "Get out, get out."
I'm predicting that's not the only time her butt's going to get her in trouble.
Right.
What?
What did your kid get their hand stuck in?
So it was just his finger. I laid him down to take a nap, and he kept saying, "Mama, I'm stuck." I had put a baby gate up, and I'm like, "Of course you're stuck. You're in your room. You need to lay down and take a nap." And I go in there to look, and his finger would not come out of the door. And I had to push the little pieces on the inside of the door to get his finger out. And it was all the way down at the bottom, like where someone had pushed the door open too far and hit the door stop, and it went into the door.
Okay,
Oh,
because I
okay,
was wondering
yeah.
what kind of parent has a Chinese finger trap on their bedroom door.
Yeah, I felt so bad because
Tell us about the time your kids got their hands stuck somewhere.
417-623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Did her call just cut off? Being there?
Yeah. It was supposed to end on I felt so bad.
By the way, TikTok's yelling at us for something. Unoriginal or reproduced content. What is that?
Maybe something, usually music or something, but who knows? Maybe it was that taco night at the bar phone call sounded like one that they'd seen.
Uh-huh. Okay, well,
Whatever.
whatever.
Oh, did you hear? They had to cancel the Riley Green concert in Springfield.
Why?
I guess ticket sales were so subpar.
Man.
Which that's a cop out to me. So for everybody who won those tickets last year, and it was a year ago, we talked to that girl from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They're out. One lady was like insisting that we give her tickets to another show, and we were explaining to her, honey, we can't help that they canceled the show. That's
Right.
beyond our control. We promoted it. We gave you tickets to that show. Now, you could go to the venue and demand that they give you promotional tickets to another show. But we can't do that.
Right.
You know, and we're under no obligation to do that. And I told our clearance person, I said, just send them a copy of the rules and let them read over those.
Right.
That will cover that.
Well, that stinks.
I'm surprised there's not been more of that this year.
Me too. Hate saying it, but me too. He'd do great at Buffalo Run, I think. Buffalo Run's a lot smaller.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
than GSB Arena?
Way smaller.
Yeah.
But I guess if he can't fill the arena, then maybe that's
the
what he
arena's
needs.
bigger than the amp, you know, and so I think he's more of an amp size artist.
If he's only selling so many tickets, book a smaller venue. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, and the venue should do the research on the artist and know whoever
Mhm.
is responsible for their booking, you know, their booking agent ought to know.
What? You with the left kick. That video of you nationwide is on your side got over 3,000 views on YouTube. tell you that. Might be the best one we've done. Your running video on YouTube got 2,300 views. My Pepsi one got 2,200 views. MJ Scream got 2,100 views. So yeah, it's now our best short. Dream big, but also realistically. Agreed. Morning 3P8. All right.
We also realized that the Dan and Shay tickets that we have proposed for the third week of August has not been approved yet. Supposed to find out. In fact, Jill was working on that today. So today or tomorrow we should find out approval on that. The one that we put in for the Dirks, I gave them until tomorrow to confirm, and I don't think they're going to do it. I didn't realize it was a Live Nation show. I thought it was at the. It's not. It's Live Nation at T-Mobile Center in KC.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not holding out for a lot of hope there. Born and Raised has come back and wants to do another promotion with us, which we're probably going to do next month. The week
Cool.
There is a possibility that third week of August.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
We have content already scheduled.
Good.
Swapping out.
Megan wants to know if Live Nation's a part of iHeart.
No, Live Nation is its own company. They used to go by another name, and I can't remember what it was, but they're like Ticketmaster. So Live Nation, they came up as a competitor against Ticketmaster when Ticketmaster was going through all of its stuff. But they're about as difficult to deal with. Not quite as bad as Ticketmaster, but close.
Yeah.
Their promotional end of things is like very corporate, very don't care, not very attention to detail oriented. And so maybe you'll get stuff, maybe you'll get approval. They overlook a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Weren't Live Nation, weren't they the first ones to do like reserve ticket sales where you could reserve a spot to purchase your tickets? I think they were the first ones to do that, where you had to put money down to reserve a spot and all of that. I think.
There we go. I should finish getting stuff ready for the podcast today.
One's got a new fire engine.
Cool.
Fire engine number 6. at Station 6.
What's it look like?
Okay, fire truck.
Wow.
They are going to do, or I think they did what they call no, it's this Friday. They're doing a wet down ceremony, which is where they
Oof, okay.
inaugurate a truck into service. And that's going to happen at 3 o'clock at Station 6.
Which one is station? Is that right by us?
I think so. I think it's
That's
the
what I
one
thought.
behind us. Yeah. So at 3 p.m. In the old days, where this comes from is fire departments would wet down when horses would be washed after responding to a call, and the apparatus had to be pushed by hand into the station in preparation for the next call after horses were returned to the stable. So this tradition continues as they wash down and push the new apparatus into the station. So they will wet down, they'll hose down the fire truck, and then everybody will get behind it and push it in.
Cool. That's a fun tradition.
Like, you realize that these you can start them and drive them in? I'm not sure. Shut up.
There's your stomach again. Have you guys been able to hear it yet? It's noisy. Oh, they haven't been able to hear it yet. Morning, Chad.
I wonder what they're doing over on Maiden Lane in Joplin. It looks like they're getting ready to build something there in that empty lot. So they've had traffic down to one lane between 26th and 20th Street. Right in that whole block area there. They've had traffic down to one lane. Avoid it if you can at all.
Thank you for the gift, Chad. How you doing? Chad says, morning, everyone. Just had a minute to jump in and say hello.
Morning.
Which reminds me, one of my favorite YouTubers, I bought some merch from her. It's supposed to be arriving any day now. Her name's Chat Chat. Thank you for the gift, Kathy. All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Barely Zimmerman.
On KIX 102.5.
You're good
At
work, or are you good at work?
He's good. At work.
I'm good, but I'm bad at work.
Cocktail
He doesn't
sauce,
know yet.
Oreos.
Ew. No. Is that brain damage?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
Listen, he says fart for you on your worst days.
Oh.
He does.
You seen the new Dodge Charger? It's 2-door finally.
No. Why'd they make it 2-door?
Because that's the way the original was. It looks more like one. Finally.
The 2024?
Yeah. I think it's the 2024. It's the RT. Starts at $68. That's priced a little stupid. For that price, I could buy a 71 somewhere or 70.
It looks fast.
Carrot cake, Dr. Pepper.
Why do you do this?
No, that's not a real thing. I was like, is that a real thing?
No way.
Moldy carrot cake, Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm. Have a great day, Cappy. We'll see you later. Morning, Reba. I'm going to have to see about that time they go back to the original. I guess I wasn't aware that Dodge Chargers have been around for that long.
Yeah. 68 or 67 when they first can't remember. Boiled purple cabbage Milky Way.
No.
I love these.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's my favorite cars, the 69 or 70 Charger
Chad
RT.
says 67. All right, 15 seconds. You ready?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, highs in the low 90s. It's 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in the next hour. We got the morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes, too.
Make sure to go on the KIX app and the KIX website and let us know songs you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking today about your kids, about the time they got stuck somewhere.
Could be their hand, their leg, their head. What did they get stuck and where was it?
You can tell us at 623-1025, or you can tell us on Facebook.
Hey there, Morning KIX. What did your kids get stuck in something?
I got my hand stuck in a curd jar and had to have it removed from the emergency room.
Wait, what is a curd jar?
It's like a mason jar. It's just a different brand name.
Oh, so how did they get you out of it?
They broke it.
Well, yeah, it's glass. Come on.
Why'd you have to go to the emergency room? I guess to make sure they get glass in your hand.
And
Okay,
then-
anyway.
yeah.
Got
What did your kids get stuck in?
Okay, so we were working on our sewer line, and my 3-year-old decided to stick her foot down in the vent pipe and get it stuck.
Now, the vent pipe's the little PVC round pipe that sticks up out of the ground.
Yeah, she stuck her foot in it.
And when you asked her why she put her foot in the sewer vent pipe, she said,
I wanted to put it in the hole.
Of course. You see the logic there, right?
Yeah, she's 3. Anything's got to go in the hole. She stuck kitties in there, too.
Well, you should have just left her there and said, hey, check out our new garden gnome.
what did your kid get their hand stuck in?
And we used to own an '06 van, and my daughter slammed my 4-year-old's hand in the hatch door.
Oh, no.
And my van had a tendency of once that locked, it locked.
No.
So, yeah, it took Huey, my big brother, and me almost ripping that poor door off. And then once we got it open, you could see the dent where my brother had almost pried it open.
What about the kid's hands? Did it hurt its hands?
No, but if he wouldn't have been where the tail light set,
Yeah.
it would have broken his knuckles right across, all of them.
So tell us about the time your kids got stuck somewhere.
417-623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Oh.
You have contact solution
Yeah.
here? Borrow some after the show? It feels like someone is like poking me in the eyeball. Sedation dentistry really is such a game changer, though. If you haven't experienced it, you're missing out.
I don't see the necessity for it myself, but I've never had a issue with the dentist.
I had terrible anxiety about going to the dentist. Terrible anxiety. My first day, apparently. So it just made it a better experience all around. Ew, Caesar Dr. Pepper. All I do is like just go to our first page on
Yep, there's
Facebook and
brain
it's right
damage.
there. Mm. Have a great day, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, by the way, we're up to 14,000 likes, guys. Thank you. I think folks are tired this morning. We're all kind of quiet.
Liverwurst and Olive's cup of noodle.
No.
I don't
I mean, I
know.
say no, but I've never had liverwurst, so I don't know.
Ugh.
You're working on your classroom. That's right. You're back in the classroom. Forgot about that, Sarah. I thought so too, Christy.
Reckon we get kicked off for being quiet, Megan? You talk about what we're doing tomorrow. We're talking about your weirdest thing you've ever heard of people collecting, or the weirdest collection you've ever seen someone have.
Some people think it's weird that I hang on to my kids' baby teeth.
All moms do that, or most moms do that. I think Gina still has the girl's baby teeth somewhere. It's like some sort of voodoo thing, I think, with moms. But it is weird.
It's holding on to the baby part of them, you know.
Yeah.
History.
So they always do on the Taskmaster show that I've been going on so much about at the very beginning of the show, when they first start, each person is assigned to bring something. And it's usually something personal. So like the biggest thing you own or that you have, or the most valuable thing, or the least valuable, or, something they have to bring, and all 5 of them present it, and then the Taskmaster judges it and gives them a score based on that. And then that's what they play for on each episode. One of the contestants will win all of those things.
Mm.
Like, most expensive thing, one guy just signed a blank check and put on there. Now, whether they cashed it or not, I don't know.
Right.
But one last night, your most personal object, the one girl brought all of her baby teeth.
That's pretty personal.
And then another one went in. They asked for the hairiest thing that you own that's not alive.
Mm-hmm.
So one guy brought a Chewbacca suit. Another one brought
hairbrush.
No, the girl did go through her hairbrush, and she went through the shower and the bath drains and got all the hair and created a hairball out of it. Just
gross.
The valuable thing, the one guy swiped his wife's wedding ring and brought it.
No.
Yeah, and did not tell her.
Hope
and he
won.
lost it. No,
I hope
lost
I
it.
hope the guy or the winner gave it to him.
No, they did not. I looked this up. There was a news story after it. She was very irritated, but it was an excuse for her to go get a new ring. And
okay.
He did 2 or 3 things like that. Oh, he also presented the keys to their condo to the person on a different one. Forget what that one was required, but the thing he brought from home to give away
was his home.
Keys to the condo. Yeah, so you could come and go as you
Did he
please.
win that one?
No.
Okay,
he did not. He didn't win any of them.
Sounds like a game I don't want to win. Or if you're putting up your home and your wife's
I
wedding ring, maybe you do want to
Kind
win
of
it.
do want to win, yeah. There's always ridiculous prizes. And their contests are so insane. Like last night, the one we were watching, at the very final challenge, they had them sitting down at a table, and it was open underneath on the front, so they're facing the audience. And they had, below, there were a number of items. There was a soccer ball, a pineapple, a can of soup, a banana, something else. I think, a phone charger. And they had to, with their feet, without looking below or using their hands or anything, and they could not take they had to leave their hands like this on the table. They had to arrange the item in order of largest to smallest and make sure there were no fruit in their line when they got done.
Interesting.
So the one woman thought she had won it, but she left a banana in it because she thought it was a padlock.
How do you confuse a banana and a padlock?
That soft banana-shaped
What?
padlock. Yeah. So there they are, and they're wiggling with their feet. And one guy got smart. He stood up and walked around the table, keeping it on to where he could get down and look and arrange it that way.
Wow.
Yeah. There's all sorts of cheats. If it's not listed in the instructions, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. And where are you watching this at?
I find it on YouTube. It's all over YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there's 17 seasons. I'm on 6.
Are there full episodes?
Yeah. In fact, you can find, if you'll do a search for Taskmaster series, you'll find a playlist somebody's organized with all of the episodes, including the championship series.
Mm-hmm.
These people commit to, and somebody let it leak how much they were getting paid on last night's episode, too. They're getting $2,500 to do 10 episodes.
2,500 or 25,000?
$2,500 to film these episodes.
Not very much.
Yeah. There's not a lot involved. Sometimes there is. So, like, they had this little wind-up little guy on a bicycle. They said, make sure, send him on the most extravagant journey. That was it. So some of them, were winding it up and having it go across traffic. It got mashed by a car. Yeah. Another one decided, I don't have to wind it up. It didn't say wind it up. So he builds a big track that went from the top of the house, the roof, all the way down into the yard and everything. This one girl, she put it in a box and mailed it to Australia.
That's cool.
So it's all these creative ways that they try to outdo one another.
Did she win?
I can't remember. I don't think so because it got lost in the mail. They didn't know where it eventually ended up. They have one. They had a briefcase with padlocks on it, and behind it was this dry erase board with this complicated math problem and all these other word sentences written out. You had to take the clues and figure out what the password is. You only had like 30 minutes to figure out the password. And meanwhile, it's sitting on this table. On the front of the table is the numbers 201. But only one guy actually checked. One guy went outside to try to find something to smash the box with.
Mm-hmm.
Painted on top of the roof of the garden shed are the numbers 201. He never saw it.
Wow.
It was hilarious. KIX 102.5, the 4 states' number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, highs in the low 90s, 65 in Joplin.
And we've been talking since it's back to school season, and just to give you one more reason to look forward to the kids finally going back to school.
We're talking about the time that your kids got their hands stuck in something.
623-1025 to tell us your little incident that you had to deal with.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Where'd your kids get their hands stuck, or where did they get stuck at?
I was about 6 years old. My dad gave me this little music box, the little cylinder, it's got the little knobbies on it.
Yeah.
It didn't have a top on it, but I stuck my tongue on it.
Oh!
Got my tongue stuck in it.
Oh, no!
Yeah, it hurt.
That sounds so
I had
painful.
to take the music box apart to get my tongue out.
Well, how did you...
I don't really remember because I'm older now, but they had to pry it apart somehow and get my tongue loose from the little cylinder thing.
Fine, or did you put your tongue against that?
Well, I've asked myself that a lot, but I really don't have an answer.
She wanted to sing along with the music.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Totally.
So Where did your kids get stuck?
Head stuck in the turnstile at Crown Video when he was 3.
Oh, no.
Don't really know how he did it.
How'd they get him out?
They had to turn him upside down, and it took like 3 people. They had to turn him upside down and turn the turnstile. They were going to have to take it apart, but they managed to get him out by turning him upside down.
No, poor guy.
It was hilarious.
That's how they got that sign at that store that says, please do not stick head into the turnstile.
What did your kiddo get stuck in?
Well, when I was little, I had hair down to the middle of my back.
Uh-huh.
And the town where I grew up, we had this huge merry-go-round at the park, the kind that they've outlawed now.
I love merry-go-rounds. I just had a middle picture of that.
Well, they've outlawed them because they're dangerous.
Right.
I was on the merry-go-round, and I had backed up to the center of it, and as it was spinning around, my hair got caught, and we didn't realize it until it was halfway between the bottom of my hair and my neck.
Oh, my goodness.
We had to cut my hair off.
No, that's terrible.
How Betty got a haircut. You know, when she says outlaw merry-go-rounds, and don't tell me this didn't flash into your head, I see bandits with masks on shooting guns as they're going around at the park.
What did you or your kiddo get stuck in?
Not his hand, but his head.
Oh, no.
Where did he get his head stuck?
He got his head stuck in a plastic Army Man tub thingy that he bought his Army Men in. And he put it on his head, and we could not get it off. So we thought that we were going to have to call the ambulance to come and get it off. And thankfully, my husband was able to take a pair of scissors and kind of really safely cut the side of it to kind of pull it off of his head.
And when you asked him why he put it on his head, what'd he say?
He wanted to be a robot.
You see the logic there, right?
Right. It was square at the bottom of it, so I guess, yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then his head was also from that point forward.
What did your kid get stuck in?
623-1025 to text us your stories.
Or tell us on Facebook.
We got the Morning KIX Takeover starting in just 4 minutes.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
All right, y'all. So tomorrow we've got more Josh Turner and Tracy Lawrence tickets up for grabs. Also talking weird collections and more back to school.
All right. So have a great rest of your Wednesday if that's at all possible.
Bye.